Hey, what's up, everybody? TwystidJ here, and this is why you should go out and pick up the new ICP album. Not just because I said so, but because it truly is the best, in my eyes, of this new deck. Because of these reasons that I'm bringing to you right now. One, it brings back that old school ICP feel that you heard on the original first deck, and it kind of reminds me a lot of like Ringmaster, Riddlebox, Malenko, Jekyll Brothers, but with a new feel. And that is one side that I absolutely love about this album, is it has that really, really raunchy, good, fun feel that Violent J and Shags brought you back in the past. Even though it's a little bit more on the Violent J spectrum of things, and it actually makes a lot more sense coming from him. But, number two, just listen to the album. You will get the feel that it actually had really decent production, which it was actually produced by Straight Jacket, and I think they said Isham was another big contributor to it. Contributor? Who cares? It actually has that old school feel that you would hear from a Straight Jacket or you would hear from an Isham, like West Burner Street. One of the most epic tracks. It actually reminds me of like something from the Ringmaster to me. Like, it kind of has that Mr. Johnson's head feel to it. It has Mr. Rotten Treats, all of that type of it has one of those type of feels to it. A couple other songs, Red Fred, one of the dopest tracks on the entire album, and it actually has an old school feel to it. I definitely think all of the songs definitely had Shaggy's fingers all over it, because of him being the DJ slash samplist that would actually sample and DJ all of the original stuff that he used to do. It's definitely got his feel to it. Or even a little bit of a DJ Clay feel to it, which I kind of like that about this. Like, it has that spin off, it has a little bit of that type of momentum going to it. Number three, it really doesn't. It's almost one of those albums that you could actually listen to all the way through, kind of like an old original Joker's card, original set feel. Like I said, it does have that Ringmaster to Riddlebox slash, or not Ringmaster to Riddlebox, but the Ringmaster to the Ringmaster to the Wraith type feel to it. Like, there are songs that actually you could actually hear that could have been put on the Wraith Shangri-La. There's songs that could have been on Wraith's Hell's Pit. There's songs that could have been on Riddlebox, Ringmaster, Malenko, Jekyll Brothers. Even a little bit of a Carnival of Carnage feel to it. What number am I on? The next one I'm going to toss out there is The Message. We have to fight back for what we're doing. And that is the absolute message on this. Do not fight people. Do not fight people that aren't hating on you, but fight back the people that are pushing you to fight, is basically the message on this album. And in a way, I do agree with it. Like, if you're a Juggalo and somebody says, I don't like juggalos, and want to start a fight with you, I'm like, and you can't walk away from it, do your damnedest to hurt that person or hurt those people as much as they're going to hurt you. That is the message on this album, without it being completely said. Yeah, it does have dark undertones in it, but you have to believe in your own skills first, and you've got to put that into your effort. Because if you don't prove that you're a stronger individual than 1, 2, 3 people, and or even less than that, if people are just rude and nasty and trolls in real life or online, just avoid them like the plague unless you have to fight them on it. Make them look stupid for doubting you. And that's one of the huge messages on this album. If they hate you for being the wrong sexuality, if you're gay, bi, les, or anything like that, the message is very, very clear that you've got to stand up for your own freedoms. And I truly believe that me being who I am and having a mental disability and everything the way it is, it actually helps me fight against the negativity of my own life. And because it tells me to fight back, fight the fights that matter the most to me. I've got family that are on the opposite, that I am not gay, but I support gay rights. And if you don't, why don't we talk about it? Instead of like, you say you hate this person because they're this, or you hate me because I'm this, and I hate you because you're this. Why can't we just meet in the middle with it? That is the message that they want to portray on this album. Like, if you can't agree to disagree, then there is no middle ground. So, stand up for what you believe in is the main message on this. One other thing that I love about this that I love about doing these type of videos is it opens up the thread. It opens up the waterways. It opens up whatever passage that you have to walk through. And basically that is the absolute message that Violent J and Shaggy are portraying on this album, which I don't know what to expect for the next album, but if it's not as good as this, I'm okay with it. Because this is really the stomping grounds that everybody should have. You should be able to have your own freedoms at your own costs. And if people don't like it, fuck them. That is the main message. I love the message of this album. So, that being said, that's just a little bit of the handful of things that I like about this album and why I think this album is the best album that I've heard in a very, very long time, because they're actually going across in this album as being what they stood up for in the beginning. And even though I really didn't get the messages, like, the message wasn't as clear on the first 3 of these cards, but now is going back to that old school feel. And if I had to do something like this, I probably would. Which, like I said, I am also a musician. that actually loves portraying a message like this. As a musician, I would fight for this message because the messages that are on this album are absolutely needed. Because we're in a time of desperate measures that we are getting close to the end. Supposedly, the end. And I could just feel it because the world is a very, very cold, cruel world. And even with the online aspect of things, that I'm expecting more hate now from me putting this public service announcement out there with this album. But I think I'm okay with it. That's the kind of person I am. I want to fight for my rights. I want you to fight for your rights. I want everybody to just be you and fuck everybody else. And that's what this album speaks on the most, is fuck everybody else, do you. Don't be fearful of others. Be fearful of what you can do to raise your voice. And be fearless. That's what Violent J wants you to do. That's what Shaggy wants you to do. He wants you to be fearless. You know, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but this is one thing that Katy Perry always said. Stand up and be you. And if you can't, let your friends talk for you. But when you're backed into a corner, you've got the right to show your claws. You've got the right to do what's right for you. And if you can't do that, you're letting fear take over. So, that being said, I don't want to get way off topic with this album, but that is the message of this album. And this is kind of a public service announcement of why this album is important. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I'm TwystidJ. And let's keep it real, y'all. And remember to go check the links down below. My nephew, he does videos. He's Little Twisty87. And also check out Batgirl Jamie. And check out our other show, the Juggalo Family Vloggers / That's Our Us show, which we absolutely love. And also go down below and check out our Teespring store, the Juggalo Family Vloggers, and the Batgirl Jamie and the TwystidJ show stuff, because the more you buy, the more it helps us to build videos like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.